Welcome to the temple of Lulu Mystique. Leave your worries at the door. This isn't just a reading, this is a remembrance, a spiritual transmission to uncode what they buried and recode what you were born to be. Whatever resonates is for you. Come holy, come hood, come as you are. Are you ready? Let's go. Hi guys, you're here with Lulu Mystique. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning back, we're going to get straight into this reading as we always do. Now, this one's going a bit deeper. I'm picking up on this energy, right, of a lot of water energy, a lot of changing in the tides. We've got the lunar eclipse card out here, which speaks on adaptation, completion, and revelations. Okay, things are being revealed, but there's this. How can I explain it? There's this team of, again, it's like this cosmic council, place of judgment, like a courthouse that's taking place. And within the Akashic records, there has been like a disclosure form. I want to say it's been handed in, but it's like something that was once disclosed, that was off limits, that was kind of buried very deeply, has been summoned to be looked at when it comes to you. And on the side of it for you, it's allowing you, again, this expansion energy that there's certain memories that have been deeply encoded and embedded in your DNA that are now coming forward. You're feeling a permanent shift within yourself. Your insight, your foresight is like top tier at the moment, right? And it's allowing you to see a high perspective. And again, that's the word. Review. Something is being reviewed in your Akashic records right now. Okay, something along the line has been overlooked that is now being placed in front of the judge and the jury. And let's just pull some more cards, right? Because I'm picking up on, again, this high frequency of success, and I want to say the auric field that is around you, it's almost like your cosmic ancestors had to step in to cosmically rearrange you. So you may feel like when you're sleeping and in your dream space, you're feeling that you're traveling, but there is no memory of what's happening to you or where you're going. Whereas before, you may have this, as soon as you wake up, you know, okay, I traveled. Okay, you might not always remember where, but you know you've been of assistance somewhere else, or you remember your dreams. And right now you might be experiencing like you're waking up tired, but you're even questioning, like, have I traveled anywhere last night? But this is because it's like the spirit team has had to put you under like anesthesia in this moment in time to extract something very deep rooted in your DNA that wasn't meant to really be seen. It's like having an attachment that is so like microcosmic that nobody could find it. Okay, so small, but yet it was causing the most disruption in your life, right? And someone in your ancestral field spoke up about something, and it's like they put you, your DNA, your lineage under review and said, oh, this should have been removed almost like a millennia ago. Why is it still here? You know, for some of you, it may have just been attached to you without anybody realizing, and it's under review, and there is this massive clearing that is happening. And the reason why this is happening is because of your self-discipline to your own healing. Okay, it's the whole energy of trusting in taking that leap of faith and knowing that you are so much more than what your circumstances are. It's because you've taken that time out to give forgiveness to yourself and to now reward yourself with gratitude. Because sometimes people say, you know, when you forgive others for what they've done to you, but forgiveness is always for you. And you've taken accountability for certain situations that, you know, the circumstances may have not been your fault, but at the same time it's like, well, I stuck around for it, right? Even though you didn't know any better. And that was your saving grace, your naivety and your childlike essence of just really trusting in people, places and things. The frequency of the love that you have is so pure that was your saving grace, because all you ever wanted to do was help. Okay. And whatever situation that you was in, it made you isolate. It made you, I'm seeing the word alien, made you feel so alien. Like, is this how humanity really is? Like, this is really sickening. This is how people really are. Realizing that you're around users and abusers, it really hit a chord in you. And the depth of the pain and the tears that you once cried, they were so deep. It was like they created like thunderstorms throughout your ancestry. And someone was like, what the fuck? This is deep stuff. Like, why is this thunderstorm like just tearing everything up? Your cries had currency. It had a value that made things have to be looked at. And that's what has been happening in the past couple of weeks for you. And it's like, I want to say a cosmic surgery has been done, where your ancestors have been, again, like I said, been putting you under this kind of anesthesia in order to extract the debris of whatever energy was attached to you. And this energy was creating like a homesickness in you. It was just making you feel really kind of icky. It was really making you feel like you didn't want to be here anymore. Like, why are things always happening in the same way, right? But you held on to a faith, like a devotion to your service to yourself, okay? And that attracted the right, I want to say, detectives in your bloodline to say, whoa, stop. And what's happened is, it's like the people who have been trying to hurt you or harm you, they left like their cosmic fingerprints all over it. As much as they tried to tidy up, right? As much as they tried to wipe their fingerprints off it, they left an energy pattern that has been traced. And it's, again, this wheel of fortune, the scales of Ma'at are now they're being placed under heavy judgment. It's almost like, I want to say, their balls are being nailed to the cross right now, because it's almost like everything that they have been doing, and it's not just in this lifetime, it's like a pattern that's happened in every lifetime that you've existed in, right? And they've been able to do what they've done, and they've managed to kind of get away. I don't want to say scot-free, because they have had to face certain karmas, but they've got away lightly, because it's almost like they're shapeshifters. This energy is a shape-shifting energy, which can be very hard to detect at the best of times. But it's like the image I'm getting, I know this is going to sound really weird, you know, like in Charmed, if you've ever watched it, and when they're trying to capture a warlock, it's like they have to put certain crystals down on the floor to create a grid, and their energy gets trapped, right? I don't know why I'm hearing coal for some reason, that shape-shifting energy, Balthazar. It's like they were doing that, and they could change their appearance into anything and anyone. But it's like, I keep on saying this, and it sounds really like, it sounds harsh at the best of times, like where you've been used as spiritual bait for your ancestry, for your lineage, to catch these people. And this is why you are like the generational curse breaker, because you are the one that's ingested all of this feeling, all of this pain of so many generations, and you're the one that's brave enough to like really express it. And yeah, these people are, it's like they're going to get a millennia's worth of karma hit them all at once. So where they once felt powerful, they are now thinking, it's like blow after blow. It's like they're in a ring with Mike Tyson, just bam, 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 back to back. As soon as they stand up, bam, back down. Yeah. So they had this delusion of control. Okay. I'm also hearing like a my words, where are they? Draconian energy. Okay. Like watchers in the most negative way, sniffing you out. And you've done a lot of your spiritual hygiene has gotten a lot better, where you know how to cleanse better, you know how to cleanse your environment, and you're a master of frequency now. So you know, if ever you're feeling a dip in your energy, or you're starting to feel negative thoughts come in, you know that they're not yours, because you're understanding what your blueprint was before all of this atrocity happened. You're a very happy-go-lucky person. You always joyful. You are the sunshine wherever you go. You're always laughing. You're always giggling. You walk like a child, like just carefree, right? But it's like for a period in your life, it got really, really dark. And because you've recognized this pattern, as soon as you feel it, your spiritual hygiene is like, right, spiritual bath, spiritual oils. Let me light a candle. Let me gather my thoughts. For some of you, it may be even reading a psalm a day, or just praying, or making sure that you're being proactive with your life right now. You're not allowing life to life you. You're really like stepping outside of this prison that you was placed in. But these people, they are not having an easy time at all. Okay, because on the flip side of it, it's like your spiritual council is doing what they need to do to clear it up. And it's like they're showing me like a spiritual council, but also like how the judicial system works, where certain papers have now been placed in motion, and your spirit team has sent paperwork to their spirit team. Because even though these people are wicked people, they also have fair seeming ancestors that are like, this person's fucking up our bloodline. What the hell is this? And it's like your spiritual team has sent their spiritual team a summons. Like, if you don't deal with it, we will. Or are we going to deal with this together? Because this cannot go on. Because even with very kind of demonic people, or people that like to use and abuse, even though their energy is really shitty and they may have attachments, they also have good ancestors that want things to be balanced and fair. And it's like they've watched this energy in their bloodline fuck up so much. They're like, oh my God, it's like an embarrassment to them. And they're like, right, we need to put this to a stop, and this person needs to be taught a lesson. So it's like two spirit teams are coming together for what is the greatest good. And this person or these people are being they're being summoned, and their rights are literally being read to them, you know. And this is why it's like the shackles have been lifted off of you. Yeah. Something about the Atlantean era. It's given like that could have been like the starting point. And it's really, what's really upsetting is that it was all based off of jealousy of how powerful. You as a high priestess, take this how it resonates, but you as a high priestess in this era, and this man who came with like a very kingly energy saw the power that you possessed and the natural influence and love that you shared. And it's like they tricked you into love in order for them to get close to you, siphoned your energy, and then used it for wickedness. And they've been able to like dodge the bullet for like plenty of lifetime, but this lifetime it's like no babes. Yeah, they walk around with this type of arrogance, and because they're always in this kind of victim energy, it's almost like that's what's kind of kept them hidden as well. Like, oh, I'm always doing my best. And because of that delusion of how great they are, it's like the cracks are really starting to show. It's really starting to show. But on the other side of it, like, you're embracing a transition, and it's a transition that you have been yearning for, you've been calling for. And again, your tears landed where they needed to land. It sent like an earthquake, a ricochet through your lineage, through your DNA, like backwards, forwards. And it's like this spiritual team, this cosmic judicial team is of the past, it's of the future, it's of the now, just floating around you saying, yeah, I'm hearing the word compensation. You're about to be compensated quite heavily for the duress these people have placed you under. From it's given like 17 to 20 years of just the same shit. This energy following you in different people. You get rid of one situation, you're in a new situation, whether it's friends, lovers, business partners, and you're like, okay, things are great, I can relax, I can let my guard down. The minute you let your guard down, it's like the same cycle. And you're like, what the hell? Like, this is a different person. Like, how is this even happening? The same kind of betrayals are happening. The same kind. It's just the same story. And it's like you've got so used to it. But like I said, this team going backwards, going forwards. And it's not just your spiritual team, it's these people's spiritual teams as well. Do you know what it's showing me? You know I know this is going to sound so fucking weird, but is it that Tyler Perry movie, The Family That Prays? And I don't know if you've seen it, and it's like, you've probably seen the clips of it, but the mum, what's her name? Kathy Bates. I love her. She's an amazing actress, but it's like she's devil's advocate. You know, where her son does a dodgy deal behind her back. So she sets up her own infrastructure, and she kind of bats him to one side because she's the matriarch. She's got the ruling hand in the situation, even though he didn't realize that she did. And imagine, she's this guy's mum, and she literally had to like cast him out of the business because of the foul play that he was doing. And it's something that he was doing time after time after time, and trying to like get the mum out of the position that she held because she had the higher stakes in the company. And little did he know, like, her friend, she had stakes in the company, but she never showed her hand. And he was having an affair with Kathy Bates's friend. And it's like, again, I'm probably explaining this so badly, but the family structure, realizing that there's wrongdoings that are being done and being the ones to iron it out on behalf of their bloodline, and allowing, you know, those that they've harmed, for them to pass judgment as well. This is the energy that I'm getting. What else, please, Spirit? Yeah, these people are walking around very confused because, again, the delusion of feeling that I haven't done anything wrong, I'm just trying to make it better, or I'm such an amazing person. It's like their dirty laundry is literally being hanged out to for all to see. We've also got a Syrian energy that's popped out, assistance without interference. So Spirit is saying you don't need to interfere with this. Like, it's being watched, it's being documented. Things that were once disclosed are now open. It's like, again, it's a lot of legal. I don't know why it's a lot of legal talk that's coming out in this reading, but it's like certain things they were doing was under like an NDA. And now the NDA is up and everything is on the table to be scrutinized. They were very single-mindedly focused. They didn't care about you or your feelings or what impact it would have. And I'm also hearing, especially if you have children with these people, again, they are going to be judged very, very heavily. And Spirit is applauding you for your courageousness of just fighting through the fire. You've been walking through fire. And again, this is why it's like compensation is on the way for you in every avenue of your life. Like, the turnaround that you're going to see, the success that you're going to have and also embody, is going to be something that you have never experienced before. You may have had like trickles of that feeling of, oh my God, I can feel something good's about to happen, but you just don't know from what direction. And simply because you haven't interfered anymore, you step back, you've used your discernment, you're not trying to save people anymore, you know, it's allowing things to be seen for what they are. Yeah, Spirit, stop. That reptilian energy, they're now sitting in primal fear, because they don't know what the hell is about to happen, okay? And Spirit wants to applaud you for your creative communication with them. For some reason, they're saying there's an affirmation that you just may have been freestyling an affirmation, or just like honoring your ancestors, but in such a unconventional way. And they love that about you. They love that sometimes if you're praying, you might swear or cuss, like you're just being authentically you, and they appreciate and love that so much from you. They know it's coming from good intentions, and it's just the way that you communicate. Like, you're not trying to come to them like you're holier than thou. Like, you really show them every part of your character, your vibrancy, your frequency, your joy, your happiness, your sadness. You might cuss a bad word. You might giggle with them. And they really, really love this. And they know that it's a beautiful, it's unconditional love, because you know that they are within you as well. You're a part of them and they're a part of you, naturally, right? So they are, because of this unconditional love and you just being in your authentic energy, the energy transmission that you are now getting from them, it's like you are you, and you have your own energy source, but your spiritual team is now, they're like a backup energy source for you. So whenever you feel too tired to move forward, they're like, come on baby, we got you, like sip from my cup for a minute, we're gonna give you the energy you need to get this done now, don't worry, you have time to rest. You know, they're really empowering you and pushing you to the highest heights of your being, which is beautiful. So again, be mindful of your dreams and, you know, the signs that they're showing you. Anything else, please, Spirit? Oh, yeah. That whole sense of community, again, is that whole judicial system, the spiritual. Yeah, it's family. It's that family vibe. Like, we are family. Hey, hey, hey. They really got your back. And it's so much like, I just want to giggle and laugh and cry at the same time. It's so much love and recognition. Because for moments in your journey, you may have felt so incredibly abandoned and felt like, why is this stuff always happening to me? And you may have gone through that kind of self-loathing of why? And then it turned to, okay, what was the lesson that I had to learn here? And, you know, sometimes your strength and your resiliency, it's not like they abandoned you. It's like, okay, she's strong enough, she can handle it. But there was a particular day that you cried and they were like, oh my God, we never realized how much she needs us or he needs us. And they've come in like battle axes, like warriors, like I'm seeing like the Maasai tribe. I'm seeing like just guns blazing, like, oh no, this has been going on for way too long. We're not doing this anymore. Now, this other energy is very stubborn, which, you know, that's just their nature. Very linear thinking that they can get away with whatever they're doing. Very hive mind. So some of them may have even tried to join forces. And because of, again, the energy that they've, you know, the energetic trail they've left behind, anybody who's attaching together to try to take, you know, whoever's combined forces, whether it was slandering your name, whatever they were doing, because their energies are all kind of embedded, because you are their focal point, it's like there's going to be a major blast through all of these people where their comeuppance will hit them, justice will be served, their hearts will be weighed, okay? And it's almost like every time one of them is being brought to judgment, your energy is increasing, and the negative thoughts that you may have had, which were projections from them, they're just like, just melting, okay? Spirit has realized, oh, why am I hearing Medea? Call the po-po ho. I don't know if you could hear the police in the background going past. Oh my God, why? Why is it Tyler Perry and judicial systems? Like, call the po-po ho. It's almost like, you know, the energy that just came through is like they're trying to call the police on you to like say she's doing this or he's doing that. And they're like, okay, but we've got a rap sheet on you. You're under arrest. Miranda rights are being read. Yeah, you've graduated from so much. And like I said, this compensation from spirit, from even these people, spiritual teams are realizing how much they are in debt to you, because they understand the energy you came with when you took in their person, right? It was love, it was about growth, it was about expansion, it was about building together, and they abused that. And these negative people, their spiritual teams, are realizing this and saying, but hold on, this is a very special person. And if they were acting right, you know, it's almost like if they understood what they had with you, they would be in a better position, and it would have helped to alleviate some of their karma. But since they wanted to repeat their karmic loops and drag you into it, and they're seeing how unfair that was, and that wasn't your place, the compensation is coming. Like, when I say their spirit teams are so disappointed with them, you know, yes, solar consciousness, integrity, they are moving in integrity. And it's taken like a particular ancestor from their bloodlines. And like I said, whether it's but it could even be your own family members, right? Because even though we're family, we may not always walk with the same spiritual team. It could be ex-partners. It could have been friends. It could have been business partners. It could have just anybody who was in a part of this hive mentality. There was one particular ancestor in their lineage that was like, no, 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 no. You was gifted gold hair with this person and you treated it like plastic. Like, you know, when a child gets told off and it's like, right, you're going to catch a fade. Come here, let me discipline you. They're under disciplinary action. And we have to give thanks to that person in their spirit team for moving with integrity, because that is so important, especially with the way the world is right now. But on a spiritual sense, there is integrity in certain people's bloodlines that are recognizing. And it's because of the ranking that you are. Because there was a reading that I did that speaks on heaven and hell. Like, those energies had to come together, like, to really protect you. The higher energies and the lower energies were like, this person, it's almost giving like the one type of vibe. Yeah. Where they were like, this person is a pure essence here, and they have been so mishandled that you've got both angels and demons fighting on your side. And these people, it's like the memo went out. So now someone's moving with integrity because they don't want, there's a karma that's coming for these people, and they're trying to, you know, soften the blow by like handing these people in. Karma's going to find them, but that person with integrity is actually saving their ass, even though they don't realize it. These people were rejecting emotions, sweeping things underneath the carpet, pretending that, you know, I'm hearing like narcissistic behavior, like they were the ones that were trying so hard and you was the problem and you never really was. Okay, they're going to be in alone time. I'm seeing jail time. I'm seeing isolation time. Survival fears are going to be kicking in for them, right? And yeah, you're just out here doing you, being the mentor, helping people through similar circumstances that you've been through with love and grace. You're alchemizing this energy and also teaching people how to alchemize this energy, while on the other side, the ancestral teams are alchemizing this energy too. So it's like a whole web of correction. It's a whole web of correction that's taking place, but you've learnt your lessons in order to step into this kind of teacher elder role. This showing people the way is what I'm picking up on. Anything else, please, Spirit? Oh yeah, you have a natural humility to you. Okay, yeah, the ancestors are really returning the favor to you. Like I said, compensation, babes. Right? And we've got learning to nurture, but it's not a matter of learning. You are naturally nurturing. All right, we've got unfinished business, and this is how this reading started. All of this is unfinished business. Things that were once disclosed are now being open and reviewed and checked and double checked. Anything else, please, Spirit? Oh, one more card came out. Yeah. Conservative attachments. These people, it's like they binded together out of their share kind of hatred for you. And everyone's got their flaws, but by golly gosh, like, that's the only thing that they have in common, is that they want, do you know what it is? It's not even a hatred, it's a jealousy, it's an envy. It's even wanting to come back into your field, but they can't because you've blocked them out. Do you know what I mean? And it's like I said, seeing the one. You are that one, okay? You're part of that 1% even, of healers on this planet that are actually going to make a significant impact in changing things. I'm hearing the ley lines and certain energies that you need to be, you know, aiding. Renewed hope. You have a renewed hope in your outlook in life, okay? The ancestors have always known that you was the one, but they just, do you know what it is? It's like they were watching you. They're like, how come she's never really, we set the mission. She knows that it's encoded deeply in her or him, right? But why is it that she's just stuck? You know, and it's like they couldn't understand it until now. And they're like, right, like I said, all systems are going. Anything else, please, Spirit? Yeah. Cool. It's like soul retrieval, calling all your parts home. And again, it's because you went into complete surrender and just said, you know what? I've got to do it. You know, either or either way, you have to be the change you want to see. And you was like, okay, whether I've got assistance or not, I don't know anymore, but I'm just going to forget about the past. I'm going to forget about all the hardship I've had to go through, and I'm just going to go for it. And it's like these little micro things you did, you don't realize they may have felt very small to you. It may have taken you years to get here, but it was like a massive shift. Like I said, that surrender, the tears you cried, the prayers you said, they've been answered. Okay. Yeah. These people, all their nastiness is being reflected back to them. And imagine, they can't take what they've been dishing out. We've got the masculine principle and the feminine principle flew out at the same time. So order is being restored here. Light of awareness, shamanic journey. And again, that's calling all your parts home. That reactivation on your DNA level, that mitochondria, that soul set, that mindset that's changing for you, and allowing you to now flourish. Like you're watering yourself, you're watering your garden. You know, your ancestral team is watering you. They're there. Like you may be even catching, you know, from the corner of your eyes, like light shimmers or shadows, or however you see your spirit team. Like be aware of that. You may be even smelling sweet smells of your ancestors or your granny. Like you might walk through your room and you're like, oh, I know that smell. Like these are the little signs they're giving you to say you are not alone. Okay, they're helping you to make sure that your spiritual hygiene is at its best. Whereas before, you know, you may have faltered in that arena of things. But yeah, it's like, yeah, the imbalance is now being balanced. Anything else, please, Spirit? Yeah, you're a pioneering spirit. It's like all the energy you had from your past lives is being given back to you. And it's like the mission that you was very close to completing at one point, and then it was dismantled, is now all those parts are coming back, and you're going to be building something so magnificent. And for some of you, you're all pieces of the puzzle. You're all going to come together and congregate and help to heal this planet and help the psyche of humanity, which is very distorted at this moment in time. So this mission is beyond you. And it's like where you were shattered into pieces and you've had to collect yourself together. Through those lessons, you can now help others do it. And it's like each one teach one. Everyone's going to help each other heal, you know. I'm also hearing a sorry. Someone saying sorry. Sorry for not being there. Sorry for not, you know, it's not even that they weren't taking heed. It's just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for leaving you to your own devices for so long. But we're here now. And like I said, that whole compensation energy. And we've got sharing cultural ideas. So that whole concept of healing together and each one teach one, you know. This is such a beautiful read. Yeah, common ground. These ancestors from your team and these horrible people's team, they've had to come together for a common ground to restore balance and realizing what these people have been doing. And we've got holographic healing as well, like babes. Black League patterning. Yeah. Abandonment came out. So these people are now going to be feeling the same abandonment they put you through. And you're here on your ultimate evolution. Yeah, the ancestors are seeking the karmic balance here. Like these energies, we've got like the Pleiadian energy, Orion. There's so much like intergalactic energy, the Lyran energy, Vegan. Like this is not just in this day and time. It's expanding, open contact from your ancestors. Like I said, being aware of their presence around you, spiritual commitment, progressive desires. So it's almost like the ancestors are saying, we're really sorry and it's unfortunate that you had to experience what you had to experience. But it's like, how can I put it? It's like when a seed is buried, it has to crack open to sprout and bloom. And it's like you was under that pressure cooker. So now is your reaping season. Now you're going to sprout. Now you're going to bloom. Now your power is undeniable. Guys, I'm going to leave this reading here. It was such a beautiful read. Peace, love and light to you all. And I will catch you on the next one. And I'm going to link the the reading for, you know, the angels and demons that have come together. And I use these words lightly, but we know it's energy, like these energies that have combined themselves to protect you, because they're realizing how important you are in this day and time. Okay. And it's almost, do you know what it's almost giving? I know I was going to end the reading here, but it's almost giving, and I always use movies and stuff as reference points, but you know, like in the originals, so you can just see the type of stuff that I watch, right? But you know, like in the originals, when Hope was born, she was a tribrid energy. She was what? Werewolf, witch, and vampire. And like the werewolves, witches, and vampires, at one point they were at war with each other, but for the saving grace of Hope, at certain points they had to work together to protect the balance, even though they saw her as the biggest threat, because she yielded a power that was so unknown to everyone. Like if she went evil, the whole planet was done, but she remained in her godlike energy, so to speak. I mean, you know, teenagers, troublesome, getting away, you know, doing little shit along the way and fucking up the status quo, but that's how she was learning. But it's like you're walking with that tribrid energy, okay? And again, like all of these different fractions have had to come together to protect you, because without you, it's like ultimate chaos. You even though you could be a threat, there's a balance that you bring because of the knowledge and the wisdom and how old your soul is for this planet. You're part of that, the originals, so to speak, of the planet. There's something very rich within your DNA that not just everybody have. And I'm also hearing like you may be an O negative. You may have a negative rhesus factor to your blood, which is why you are so divinely protected. You're a giver to all, but you can't take from everyone. But at the same time, you have to use that discernment and integrity and, you know, boundaries with people. Anyway, that's the end of that, guys. Have a wonderful day or evening or night, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Thank you for entering the Temple of Lulu Mystique. If something resonated, will it rest in